Uh, there are two important aspects when we talk about self-reliance. One is the government policies, which must facilitate our self-reliance, and the other is uh, the availability of technology. So, in case these two aspects are addressed by the government in the form of a strategy, for example, I'll give you example. We started with reviewing the foreign direct investment from 49% to 74%. Through the automatic route, it is 100%. So that was the first policy change the government made to ensure that we get foreign players into the Indian market. The second important thing was the Defense Acquisition Procedure 2020. One important aspect or a chapter was added into this procedure was the strategic partnership model. And what is the strategic partnership model? It is a model in which we can uh, develop a partnership with any original equipment manufacturer, OEM as we call it, who may not be based in India. We give him an opportunity. The technology is brought into India. There is a transfer of technology taking place, and that original equipment manufacturer sets up a plant in India in collaboration with us, and we are able to manufacture. This kind of strategies we have to develop because uh, you must remember that our manufacturing industry today only contributes 15% to the GDP. So this has to increase. If we look at the China model, China's GDP is almost 33% from the manufacturing industry. So we are almost 10 years behind China. A long way to go, but a beginning has been made. This is absolutely apt because today the Economic Times Summit is based on this theme. So the challenges are, first important challenges is the fusion of the civil and the military. Unfortunately, in our country, the civil military fusion has not taken place. So it's important that we involve the academia, we involve the private sector, we involve the industry, we involve the technocrats or the scientists who are working not with the government, but we need to get into a kind of a collaborative model in which we have a system-based approach. So when you have a system-based approach, you will find we will be able to overcome the challenge. The first challenge is that how to manufacture our own technology or how to uh, make our own technology instead of importing it from some other countries. Today, most of the engines in our aircraft, turbines in our ships are not manufactured in India. That is the heart. Uh, the heart is not manufactured. The other limbs of the body are being manufactured. So the critical components is the challenge today. The A Chief also mentioned in his address today that we need to go in for manufacture of critical components. So far, we are importing. For example, I'll give you Tejas. A Tejas Mark II aircraft has indigenous content of only 49%. 51% is being imported. And most of these items which are being imported are the critical equipment. So the challenge is this, that we need to set up a base within our own country and start manufacturing on these critical components. It's a very good question, and I'll tell you the Quad. We have established a Quad, Japan, Australia, USA and India. These four countries, we have now gone into a collaboration. A Quad was there since the last decade, but only in the last about 2 or 3 years, we have started this process of collaboration. if you remember, this 2+2 meetings also taking place. That means the defense ministers and the foreign ministers. So we have understood that defense and foreign affairs have to go together. And because collaborations and strategic partnerships can only happen in case the foreign ministries, and therefore the government has started an initiative that all embassies, which are all over the country, all over the world, these embassies will look for opportunities from those countries to invest in India, to bring in technology into India. And I'm sure it's a matter of a few years, we'll be able to have the best technology available in the country. I must first of all compliment Mr. T. Radhakrishnan and his entire team. The concept by itself is a very laudable one. Secondly, you talked about collaboration. You have gone a step further and collaborated with the DRDO, because DRDO is the premier agency as far as self-reliance is concerned. So you're already sending a message that ET government and DRDO are on the same platform. So once that message is sent, you will find, I can see a selection of your guests who were the speakers so far and will be speaking in the further part of the day. They are all associated with the technology, all associated with government, all associated with the defense services, all associated with the private sector. So you have on one platform, you have got everybody together. So that, I think, is a wonderful initiative. Very few organizations have actually done this, because I have been attending a lot of seminars on defense and innovations, and I find this, I would rate this as one of the best.